Hello and welcome to Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always I'm joined by Gaz.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
And this week we're going to talk about the strange Fresno Night Crawlers.
Fresno.
California.
Okay.
Yeah, some weird creatures spotted on some CCTV that has then expanded. Not commonly seen.
Right.
But it's there.
As most imaginary things are not commonly seen. Well, we'll get to the weird news first. Do you want to explain how we usually do things around here, Ben?
Yes, we will do some weird news first, and this is some random stuff or some stuff we find interesting on the net during the week. Might take 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we'll get on to the main cut and thrust of today's topic.
What?
Let's get the boys' views on this week's weird news.
So what's the first one we've got?
What have we got?
I found this one this week. It amused me. Christian missionary killed by isolated tribe when he tried to convert them.
Yeah.
It's just genius. A Christian missionary from Alabama was killed by an isolated and endangered tribe after he illegally travelled to their remote island in an attempt to convert the locals. Now, personally, I think you've got to be a special kind of cunt to travel halfway around the world to try and turn a bunch of people to your ideas who are quite happily getting on with their lives, such as they are.
Especially as these are an endangered tribe, and it's strictly no tourists.
That's
you know, nobody's allowed to have contact with them.
They
Nobody.
have no immunity to modern day
That's what I was about to
diseases.
say. I actually heard this story today during the week. That makes no sense. But yeah, sorry, I heard the story, and that's one of the reasons it's very illegal to go over there. You go over there with a common cold, sneezing about, and you're going to wipe them out. It's probably why they're quite, well,
And
tell you what they're like.
they just don't like people. They want to be left alone.
Yeah, they turn out to be, spoilers, a bit stabby.
Bit arrowy.
A bit shooty.
It is
bit Robin Hoodie.
It is a bit mental in the 21st century, isn't it, that there is still a tribe that's had no proper contact with.
There's a few in the Amazon rainforest. They found one a few years ago. Some helicopter was out flying above the tree canopy. He got pelted by arrows and stones. And this tribe was there, like shaking their fists at him.
I just love the idea of
We thought it was like some kind of metal demon.
What was this guy's name? Fire, metal, devil god. So, John Allen Chan.
Yeah.
That's this chap. So essentially, he's gone over to this island.
From Alabama.
Hey y'all! Please don't worry about the airborne diseases and all that. I come bearing the power of Christ! That is an arrow right in my shoulder! God! And another one! I came here to bring God! Oh my God!
I think he actually bought them a few presents as well, but we'll get to
that. Makes it even more tragic. I got Nintendos! Fuck me.
He was shot by residents with arrows, and his body was then left on the beach, presumably as a warning to outsiders. Chow first, because nothing says "don't come here" like a dead body on the beach
full of arrows.
Nothing
to the stranger.
Nothing says. Yeah, exactly.
They used his spleen as a full stop.
Oh God, I hope so. Chow first travelled to India and then took a detour to the prohibited island for religious
proletarization.
That's it.
Is that it?
Proselytization.
He went to convert him.
Proselytization. I'm sure that's how you say it.
Yeah, that sounds better.
So they refused to call him a tourist, became on a tourist visa with a specific purpose to preach on the prohibited island, said Dependra Patak, who is the Director General of Police of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which is where this island is. Chow did not inform the police of his intentions to travel to the island to attempt to convert its inhabitants. The island, North Sentinel Island, is inhabited by the Sentinelese people who are protected under Indian law. Just more than a dozen people are officially thought to live on the remote island in the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. As counterintuitive as it may be, Chow is not the real victim in this. I think, well, he's dead.
Well, I think he was kind of asking for it.
Yeah.
See what it says.
He illegally travelled to a prohibited island with endangered tribespeople, risking the locals' lives in the process.
There you
They
go.
were within their rights.
They were protecting their own lives.
Yeah. And it's known that they were a hostile people. In 2006, 2 Indian fishermen were also killed while illegally travelling to the island. In this more recent case involving Chow, fishermen helped him gain access. They have arrested 7 fishermen.
Yeah, they're in
for that.
trouble, aren't they, the fishermen? They shouldn't have took this dumb fool.
There was a follow-up article to this where the Christian group that he works for wanted the tribespeople prosecuted. I don't know how they're going to do that, but I encourage them to go to the island and to have a chat with the tribespeople.
What's more likely to happen is some fucking Christian fanatic is going to travel all the way around the world, get there to this part of India, and shoot them from a distance with a high-powered sniper rifle.
That's an issue, isn't it?
From a boat, like a few miles off the coast. I'm not giving you any ideas.
Oh shit, no, we're not giving anyone any ideas of that.
You know, they got money and guns if they've got nothing else, haven't they, churches in America?
Yeah.
Church ain't nothing but bitches and money. Boom.
And guns.
Sorry. And guns, yeah. So, I don't feel sorry for this fool. I think A, he's an arrogant prick to think he can convert anyone.
Why is he going to go around the world? You must have read a bit.
Did he even speak English? Did
Probably
you even
not.
think this through, you fucking fool?
No, he didn't, is the answer to that.
On day 1, God... That's day...
When the
oh,
sun's
this is
up.
going to take a while. Ooh, I didn't think this through. Yeah, A,
But
so
he
A,
thinks-
it's illegal.
He thinks God is going to protect him.
What?
He thinks he's doing God's work. He thinks God wants him to go to this island.
Do you think his last thoughts were, Mike, as he lay there riddled with arrow holes as his life slipped away from him? I don't think God wanted me to do this.
Or I didn't think this through, or I should have worn some kind of arrow-proof suit. I think you sure the fishermen are to blame a little bit. 'Cause
Yeah,
you think they might
they
say,
do.
you know they're going to fire arrows at you, right?
Yeah, but if they're giving him like 500 rupees to take him over,
Well, they're just looking at their wallets there, aren't they? He's probably giving them a month's wages and so there you go.
Of course, they think about you, the poor struggling fisherman. You're like, this fucking
and like, should
western
we tell him?
prick.
Should we tell him about
shall
the
we
maniacs and arrows?
He's just dumping money on us. Fucking take him if he wants to go. Let him go.
That's it. That's what they do.
Yeah. But they're in trouble now, so I feel a little bit sorry for them in a way, although they are naughty. They shouldn't have took him, but I understand they did it for the money, probably. Him, I got no sympathy for. Not only breaking the law, B, put an entire tribe, and how precious are these tribes that are living there without any outside Western contact. You endangered their entire fucking infrastructure by just stepping foot there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I call now on Pat Robinson and Jesse Lee Peterson to go there and avenge this man's death with preaching the power of the Lord to these people, just to show that they're better than him.
I'd pay £150 for that on pay-per-view. Live streamed from the island.
Yeah, me
like
too.
That movie with Stone Cold in it, where it's like a prison.
Yeah.
He puts loads of prisoners, the condemned.
That's it, yeah.
Loads of prisoners on an island, hidden cameras everywhere. Last one alive wins. Everyone watches it on the internet, breaks all the records. So those guys you just said, I forgot their names already.
Pat Robinson and Jesse Lee Peterson.
Okay.
And that woman who thinks she's got 1 billion angels under her command.
Yes.
She'd be great because she'd be calling on her 1 billion angels to help her as the arrows are flying, and nothing would happen. And at that moment she'd go, oh man, maybe I was just mentally ill after all, and an arrow takes her through the head.
Well, I'd buy that for
Kerr.
several
That's
dollars.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pay to see that online. Well, I think that sums that news story up, doesn't it?
I'm with the tribe.
Yeah, me.
In fact, if I could go there without getting shot, I'd join that tribe. Just in the hope that some more missionaries might show up.
I'd go there and introduce their women to the finer points of Western perversions.
Well, you know, for the BDSM club.
Yeah. Are you aware of latex?
First of all, I'd introduce them to personal hygiene and shaving,
Well, we'll get there.
He's going to introduce them to gonorrhea and chlamydia.
which would then kill the entire tribe.
Fuck them to death. I'm a god amongst men. Do I get the island now?
I guess you do, over the corpses of those people.
I'll dress them up like that Mexican festival thing.
Well,
What
it
is
wasn't
it?
Mexican, was it? It was Indonesian.
Oh yeah, that's it. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mexican.
Took their relatives up and dressed them and
Dressed them up
give them a
every
cigarette
year.
and
That'd be me on my island in the sun.
weekend at Bernie and everybody basically.
I fucked the death out of everyone. Right, should we move on?
Yeah, better had. What have we got next, Mike? We have got Ohio considering a total ban on abortion and possibly the death penalty for those that either have one or perform it.
Death penalty?
Yeah. So politicians in Ohio are considering passing a bill that could allow abortions to be punishable with life sentences in prison and even the death penalty.
We're so angry about that death. We're going to fix
Yeah.
it with death.
Yes, exactly.
It's been proven time and time again that none of this is ever going to prevent an abortion. So
No.
they're going to go and get a back alley abortion, which is more dangerous,
Yeah.
to their life.
They don't care about statistics. They
No,
care
they
about
bollocks.
winning votes from extreme right-wing people.
Idiots.
Morons, yeah. Religious
They
fanatics.
care more about an unborn fetus than they do a living person.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fuck that person's life. That baby got it right. I'm so mad at you for killing that little baby. I'm gonna kill you. Well done.
Yeah, well done. I'm sure Jesus would be proud.
Was it not Gandhi? Yeah, it was Gandhi. Who said an eye for an eye?
They ain't taking no notice of Gandhi. Gaz, he's brown.
Well, yeah. But he liked teenage girls. They should love him. It's one thing he's got in common with all their pastors.
Very true, very true.
Allegedly.
So the proposed law, which is House Bill 565, would extend the definition of a person in Ohio's criminal code to include the unborn human. You see, the thing is, they think that its life begins with fertilisation, whereas life doesn't begin with that. It's not. It's a ball of cells until it's so many weeks. I don't know a lot about pregnancy, I'll admit.
Me either.
But I know it comes to a certain point where that ball of cells is actually then a living fetus. But they're saying, no, second you're pregnant, that's it.
They're saying as soon as the zygote is...
That's it. As soon as there's fertilisation, that's life then.
God doesn't make
It doesn't
mistakes.
make any exception for pregnancies arising from rape or incest or which risk the life of the mother. So, if,
That
someone...
sounds fair and balanced.
So basically, if they're saying, oh, you can carry this baby to term, but it'll probably kill you when you give birth to it, you should probably abort it. Oh, but you can't.
Or
Good luck!
Or your psychopathic brother raped you. You're now pregnant with an incestuous rape baby. Gonna have to have it, Fred.
Yep,
No
sorry.
matter how much psychological, physical harm is going to come to you and probably the child. Sorry. God. You know how it goes. He wouldn't like it, so this is obviously God's plan. He wanted this rapey, incestuous baby to be born.
It could be the new Messiah for all they know.
Fuck.
Or the next Hitler.
One of the two.
Just a bit of common sense.
It is. That's what it boils
That's all
down
it
to,
takes,
isn't it?
isn't it?
And I've never, I've picked in and out of the Bible. I'm pretty sure Jesus never really mentioned abortion. So
In
he
fact,
never
he-
mentioned homosexuality.
In fact, God ordered it.
Did he?
Yeah, he said if your wife is pregnant by another man, make her drink bitter water to lose the kid.
Well,
Wow.
he's a loving God. Though. No, even so, it's like you just. What
So
point
even
is the logic?
the Bible.
So-
But what point is the logic of, well, you've had an abortion, so we're going to kill you?
There is no
What-
logic.
what-
My theory
I
on
don't
this,
get it.
I think, is a very simple one, and it comes from, I'm going to quote the great Jay and Silent Bob,
Okay.
two wonderful pillars of fictional.
Is this from Dogma? I think
Yes,
you know where you're going with
where
this.
they're outside the abortion clinic, and I don't know who says what to who, but Jay says something like, "We don't give a fuck what a woman does with her body's her own fucking business."
Yeah. Also,
Kind of that simple.
Yeah,
To me, it's none of my
I mean,
fucking business.
obviously, I don't like the idea of abortion. I don't like the idea of killing anything. You know what I mean?
Up to a certain point,
Sometimes
I
it's a
think,
necessary evil, though, isn't it? That's the
Yeah.
point.
You got
And
to
what-
take in the circumstances, haven't you?
Yeah.
And,
the woman's choice, bro.
you
the
know,
thing is, they're
in a perfect society, there wouldn't be abortions.
Oh no, but
Well,
for
there
the
still would
the
for
reality
medical
is,
conditions with the child.
But
Things
the
like that.
Surely
it
it's
still
up
would.
to us as a society to make it so that the conditions for abortion aren't there.
Yeah, but if there's a medical problem with the child, then
Well, yeah,
it's more
that's different,
humane.
isn't it?
Yeah, but there's always going to be mistakes and things in people's lives. It's case by case. I just think it's a woman's business.
Well,
it's
what
her
these
choice.
people are looking
agree,
at
yeah.
is
She's got to
remember,
grow it inside. I don't think
Yeah.
fucking stuffy men in any court or anywhere else should be telling her. I mean, I do think there's limits. There's things, you know, like, I mean, I'm no expert, but I think once the baby's past a certain point of growth, that it can't be done.
oh, that is in law anyway.
Yeah.
This is, I can't remember how many weeks
don't
it
just
is,
think
but
it should
that
be
is
open
in
season.
this country anyway. Once it's
Yeah.
past a certain point, it can't be aborted.
I think that is
I think
fair.
more awareness of birth control.
Yeah,
that would
probably,
help.
But again, people...
But then you have
so many variables. People are human, and there'll just be so
I
many...
know there's going to be a few, but you're going to
unexpected.
reduce it, haven't you?
Well,
As a
yeah.
society, the job, is to
I do
educate
agree.
people that
Yes,
unwanted pregnancies could lead to abortion.
Mm.
You know, and it could, which could lead to mental distress and physical distress.
And what you've got to look at as well is if the family can't, or the mother can't afford to actually raise that child, are these people who are calling saying, well, no, you can't have it aborted,
Yeah,
even though
you're
that
gonna
child
help.
could have a terrible life.
that's what I
Are they
mean.
going to help? No, they're not, because she's a scrounger then. Are they going to adopt
Yeah.
the child? No, they're not.
Because
That's a part of society's. It's part of society to help that woman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Economically and whatever.
But they don't want to do that.
Of course they don't.
But also remember that you've got that caravan trailing its way slowly up to America with children on it. They don't seem so concerned about those children, but they're more concerned about the unborn child than living children. And that is also another thing that I don't see the logic in.
No. But speaking of the caravan, do you think we could start an online campaign to get the House Martins Caravan of Love to #1 in America? Every woman, every man, join the caravan of love.
That'd be brilliant.
Love.
I
Imagine.
love that.
That'd be great. Fucking get this fucking song. Sorry. I think we should move on from this
Yeah,
one because
it's just making me angry.
it's pretty depressing. I'm sorry, America. America. We love you.
This is from it's not from Earth. .co.
.co.
I couldn't afford the money.
Ex-CIA pilot claims the moon has over 250 million citizens.
Well, fuck me. Wow.
The former CIA pilot, John Lear, I'm not sure if his dad invented the Learjet.
Yeah, something to do with the Learjet, yeah.
Fucking hell, he wouldn't tell lies, would he? He's got a
Of course,
reason to.
he's one of the elite, Jazz. He's one of the elite.
Oh, fuck, my dick just did a little tingle. Let's see what this guy says.
He said he had discovered secret structures on the moon and furthermore showed some images that allegedly show proof of these artificial formations. Amateur astronomers have recently recorded something that looks like a holograph projection of the moon's surface. There are many conspiracists that believe that some kind of science or technology is hiding the structures on the moon. So this holographic technology might actually be the one that covers them up.
Oh. Like the entrance to the Batcave.
Yeah. Or the entrance to Wakanda.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a more up-to-date reference
Yeah.
than the 1960s television show I just referenced.
Not just a pretty face, guys.
Okay, but earlier I heard you say, or read out, I heard the article say, proof.
Yes, apparently so.
Is the proof? Are we going to see the proof?
No.
Oh,
Because he says, the first thing he says is, I can't prove this, of course.
Or I'd be dead already. He'd have been Gary Webbed.
Very true. Okay.
I can't show you a picture of the USS Enterprise up there now. I hope they have got a ship called the USS Enterprise, even if it doesn't look like the Star Trek one.
Probably. The first one they built,
They called it the Enterprise.
yeah, if
didn't
it was
they?
after Star Trek,
I think-
say it was
yeah.
in the 90s, we finally got an intergalactic interstellar secret space cruiser ship.
Solar Warden.
Yeah. At least one of those ships, someone's going to be like, come on, it's got to
Yeah.
be the Enterprise.
Yeah.
There's probably one called a Millennium Falcon.
Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean-
You'd argue that not a big ship, like a freighter.
Yeah. There's probably a ship that carries other ships called Trump's Mushroom.
USS Trump's Mushroom.
It's huge.
It would be the biggest ship in the fleet, wouldn't it?
It carries the whole of Space Force inside my mushroom. What was that? Take that, Stormy Daniels. So yeah, what's
It would
this fella
actually
saying?
depend on if there's already a USS Enterprise on Earth. Would they have two ships with the same name?
But can it just do like they did in Star Trek with a different reg?
Possibly.
NC-1701.
We all know the first one is going to be called the USS Trump.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Space
And
Force, and it's his baby.
Well, one day there will be a USS Trump. They name an aircraft carrier after every president.
Well, Enterprise sounds kind of hopeful and sort of, non-threatening. Trump's first intergalactic space vessel is obviously going to have the opposite kind of name, isn't it? It's going to be called something like the Devastator or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be something to get his cock going, but
I kind of agree with that because I think that battleships should have names like Arse Kicker and stuff. I just think it's just makes some
Death
sense.
Merchant, the USS Death Merchant.
Yeah, HMS Death Merchant, fucking brilliant. Bring it on.
HMS Holocaust.
Maybe HMS Cannibal Holocaust. Yeah, let's move away from that reference. But even so, I kind of agree with the. I would kind of agree with that.
It should have
a warship. It should have a war-y name.
Yeah. Not, yeah.
If it's
I suppose the Enterprise isn't a warship.
No, it's not. It's an exploration vessel, isn't it?
So it suits it. But so what's this? Is there any more to what this fella's saying, or have we just got to take his word for it?
He says that it's just what makes sense knowing the technology gained after the US government pumped billions or trillions into all of Tesla's research. We get a bit of Nikolai Tesla in here as well.
Oh man, this guy's ticking all the boxes.
He is.
CIA, the moon, Tesla.
I think I better go to the sex week. In Leah's video, you can observe some photos taken from an observatory in 1946. They apparently show a big catastrophe that happened northwest from the Endymion crater. He further continues explaining how the moon was made inside of Jupiter 40 million years ago. Oh man, he's just going batshit insane with this. Well, he claims the big cities, civilizations and bases on the moon started showing up. Leah described the moon citizens as humanoid aliens. He also said that among them is also the race of the Greys, but they live under the moon's surface, working in enormous laboratories. Where the fuck does he know they're under the moon's surface? To sound even weirder, he said the Earth is actually a planet prison that serves as a place for punishments.
I'll
There are
explain
millions
everything.
of other planets, like Earth, he stated.
Right.
That explains everything.
We're like the old school Australia of like solar system. All the shit bags get shipped off to Earth. Fucking hell, that does explain a lot. But I've just realised something as well. Just because his dad invented the jet.
The Learjet.
Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything because, Hulk Hogan, for example, the greatest human being that walks the earth today, the greatest living human, amazing. His son, total fuck up.
Right.
So just being the son of a great man does not necessarily mean that you are yourself a great man. You must also be great in your own right. This guy, his dad did something useful, a Learjet.
Well, this guy has also done something useful because he's a former CIA pilot, a former captain of the US Air Force, and has operated more than 100 different planes, has many certificates to prove his expertise.
Yeah, but now he's doing talks with videos and slides about hologram-covered moon bases and 250 million citizens.
And all that money that Tesla's research has been given.
Yeah.
That's an episode in
I'm
itself,
just
actually,
saying.
Tesla. We've got to do one on that.
Well, you're coming from the point that what he's saying is wrong. It might be fact, Gaz. It might be fact.
Yeah.
Have you been up to the moon?
Why hasn't he
Have you been to the moon?
Have you?
No.
Yeah.
Well, why hasn't he been Gary Webb then?
Well, because he can't say too much, can he? He can go out there and say it, but he can't give you the evidence for it. Otherwise, he'll get Gary Webbed.
I have a 24-inch penis.
Flop it out, then.
I cannot prove it to you. I cannot provide the evidence.
Well, you can. You just flop
But
it out.
You must know. You must. It'll be too dangerous. You must believe me.
Why is it going to
that
get too
it's
dangerous? You're more than
24
24 inches away from me. Why, are you a fucking mandingo?
We've now got to a point in the podcast where Ben is pleading for me.
I want you to back your claim up, that's all.
I'm just proving a point with my penis again. Look, I'd love this all to be true. I'm just saying, just because his dad was someone doesn't mean that I've got to believe his hologram story.
Well, why would he tell...
Has he been to the fucking moon more
No, probably
pertinently?
not. No, I'd imagine he hasn't.
I imagine he
would
knows people that probably have.
Yeah, CIA pilot. You think he'd know astronauts?
There's fucking shitloads of CIA pilots. They don't all know astronauts.
I don't know. This is John Lear we're talking about. His dad invented the jet. The boss of the CIA's flying around.
What
now.
happened to the family fortune? Did he piss it all away and that's why he's trying to make money on this
Well,
pathetic
he shouldn't
lecture
be. He's a
tour?
fucking pilot. He should be drunk while most
Did he
pilots are
piss all
drunk.
that money as well? And now he's doing these tours on the conspiracy circuit.
Maybe he just really enjoys public speaking.
Maybe, yeah, it's just attention. I don't know. Say it's true.
He does look quite old though. Maybe he's got a bit of dementia creeping in.
Well, all right. Say it's true. 250 million.
Yeah.
But we're the prison planet. There's a lot more. There's like 7-point-something billion, isn't there, on Earth?
Yeah, let's go and take the moon.
Well, that's a bit of a weird fucking unbalanced equation, isn't it? There's 250 million up there living at large, and 7 billion in prison down here.
Yeah, but they're the greys, they're the aliens, they're the prison guards.
It's the 1% of the 1% of the 1%.
They've got some massive fucking space
and the moon is a lot smaller than Earth, Gaz.
Yeah, but
And if they've got to fit all inside of it and only on one side because the other side is permanently visible to Earth and we'd see it.
Right. But
No, they've got hologram technology.
Ah, right, yeah.
It's all over the moon.
Like Wakanda.
And underground. The greys underground, aren't you?
So how do I
creepy
get
little
up there?
sexless bastards living underground.
How do
Well,
I
I
get
said
to
they
be
were
one
in
of
the
them?
moon, so I believe him.
How do I get to be one of them up there then?
He can sell us out somehow.
On planet Moon.
Well, you don't want to be a grey because that'll involve being sexless.
Can I just sneak up there like in They Live?
You could try.
You know what I mean?
That will involve you going on some kind of killing spree, though.
No, I don't have to do that for... Well, I suppose if I'm going to go out, I might as well go out at a bang. And
Or inventing Hoffman lenses.
take a few cunts with me. No, okay.
Can you record it, bro? Release it as an episode?
Yeah. Well, I'd love to believe it's true, but I don't know. I don't know what it proves or what the point... We can't get up there, can we? So what use is it to us, this knowledge?
Well, that's it. I mean, what's he want us to do with this knowledge?
Buy his fucking book, I bet.
Revolution against these fuckers, that's what we should
Yeah,
do.
but what if
Oh
they've got
yeah,
some massive
we
planet
want the
destroying
moon.
laser?
We want. Oh yeah, we're not going to get rubber bulleted off the fucking sidewalk, are we, Mike? They'll get the cannons on us, suits, water cannons. As soon as we start chanting that moon shit.
We are many, they are few.
Yeah, Gaz.
We are many, they are few. We want to go to the moon. No, they're not going to.
Okay, they've probably got advanced technology.
Yeah.
There might be a lot of deaths.
I think our moon invasion probably won't go so well.
How are we going to get there?
Mad Mike. The
On his
Rocketeer.
steam-powered rocket. Oh, we haven't heard from him for a while. He had that steam-powered rocket. He was only on prove there was a
He
flat
was, wasn't he?
Earth, and nothing's happened.
I'm not fighting them. Anyway, I think we.
Don't you want to live on the moon?
I think we're done with this moon, man.
I don't want to live on the moon, no.
No, I like it here. Is there
I'd
any
live
more
there for a
news?
bit, 6 months a year maybe.
6 months?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Oh,
Important
fuck.
work to be
It's a
done.
desolate place.
Yeah, it'll be really shit. And cold. Right. Is there any more news?
No, that's it.
Fair enough.
Should we call a quick break?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Then we'll hit the main thrust.
Okay, so we're back and we're going to talk about the Fresno Night Crawlers. Fresno, California, the late 90s. One night in the late 90s, the night crawlers emerged. Captured on CCTV footage from on a front lawn. The owner of the footage has chosen to remain anonymous and shun the limelight. Only known as Jose, since passed away. He had a security camera. This is the 90s, so the footage isn't amazing. It's on VHS.
Okay.
Let's take a look at it. I should point
Looks
out,
more like it's on fucking Betamax.
possibly Betamax. I should point out that in an effort to stay neutral for an alien episode, Gaz has not watched any of this.
Nope.
He has not done any research.
You're going to get my... Which might sound like I've just been a lazy fucker and it was a cop-out, but the theory was that I'll watch it live for you now, listener, and give you my genuine, honest reaction. Won't give me time to plan anything. And we'll see what I think.
Yeah. So we're going to watch the footage. There's no audio to it. There is a bit of music, but we'll describe what's going on.
Yeah.
So this is the first piece of footage recorded late 90s. It's about 1 minute and 20 seconds long, so we'll give you a commentary. Okay?
Yep.
So this is the guy's front lawn. We've got some kind of weird figure moving across it.
Where? Oh, yeah.
It's at night, so the lighting is not amazing. Looks like 2 long legs with a tiny little upper torso and head.
A Jawa from Star
Yeah.
Wars. That's what I can see. I can see an empty cloak.
There's something creepy about it.
Like I could see a cloak moving, but nothing inside it. That's what I can imagine I can see.
If you remember, I was telling you about the robot foxes. This part of mechanical body I took from the fox, whom I killed with my own hands.
Who the fuck
As
that's
you
about?
can see, it's not as big as you might imagine.
Robot foxes?
I have no idea.
What the fuck are
There is
you
so
guys
much
showing
power
me?
in this little hand.
I haven't watched it. I've watched this video, but not through this website.
Oh, it's another article that's...
Oh, fucking hell!
Very fast.
Fucking hell!
So we're just giving ourselves and our listeners a brain fuck by playing 2 videos.
I think we
at
need
once.
to actually.
Fuck it.
So yeah, that's the first. That's the
Carry
original.
on.
It's our professionalism.
That is the original footage. That footage has been. Well, it's been copied. They've tried to enhance it. That footage is probably fucking corrupted as shit. But it was the 1990s on a VHS security camera. No HD back then.
I think we've already answered it. Wasn't this the case with the story last week where old videotape could still have some, of a previous recording?
But what was
The
that?
residue.
If you've recorded over it.
No. That footage was taken from the original tape. But because there's only one copy, it's been copied, so the quality has got less over
And
time.
didn't she record it on a video camera off a screen? So we've even got like worse quality that way.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a shape. I don't know what made it or caused it. Anyway, tell me some more info.
Well, that video was sent to the Fact or Fake show on the Sci-Fi Channel, which is in 2010.
Right.
Fact or Fate, if anyone doesn't know, was a show where there'd be sort of a panel of people, different varying fields of expertise, sort of scientists, stunt coordinators, stunt expert, journalists, photography experts, camera experts. I think the lead guy was an former FBI investigator.
Fair enough.
And they would get these videos in, people would send these videos in, they would decide which ones to look at, or the most interesting ones they would pick, and they would go try and recreate it
Okay.
to see if it was fact or faked. Well, not fact, but certainly unexplained.
Right.
Now, this came to prominence on that show, is where I first became aware of it, because they couldn't recreate it.
Okay.
And I've
Aliens.
So, aliens, maybe. Of course, the biggest theory is it's just a massive hoax, isn't it? They would say that, whoever they are.
They.
The videos were sufficiently strange to warrant further investigation. So first, the Fact or Fake team examined the creatures themselves, confirming the strange appearance. They did actually go out looking, but didn't see anything. Went out at night with thermal cameras and night vision and all that. Then the team attempted to recreate the video with many of the known different hoaxing techniques, but all of their efforts to recreate the footage was met with failure. In the end, it was decided the footage would be very difficult to fake, if not impossible, and that the video footage itself was probably authentic.
You know what I think it is?
Go on then.
Midget on stilts.
I don't know, there's some speed on that little walker.
Sped up.
Could be a midget on stilts.
Alright, well let's do the next video, which is...
Wouldn't a midget on stilts just be a normal sized person?
Depends how big the stilts are.
Do you know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it?
Depends how big the stilts are.
So it's like
The stilts are 6 foot,
a teeny tiny
and he'd
little
be
midget.
8 foot, wouldn't he?
Okay.
Oh, alright. So
Well,
let's do the...
I urge the listener to look at the video because it is actually quite difficult to describe audio. To me, I saw a tiny little, like a cloak, like a Jawa cloak from Star Wars moving along with nothing inside it. But then you could look at it and see a tiny little pea head on 2 giant legs.
Yeah.
See it that way. Like a big fork.
Waddling along.
Yeah. Could be somebody walking on their hands who's got no legs.
Could be a guy with no arms stumbling over the night
And one of them
with
all...
flared trousers.
Could be a muppet on the way home after a night on the piss.
Actually, one of the theories is, on how they did it, there was like a fishing line, say from that tree in the photo, to a point off camera.
Right.
And they basically tied a pair of like pyjamas over the top, so the crotch is sitting on top of the wire.
Right.
2 fishing wires around the sort of ankle level, and they were sort of making it walk that way.
Yeah.
That's a theory, but as we said, they couldn't recreate it properly on Fact or
Just
Fake.
because they couldn't recreate
Well, no,
it on that
I'm saying-
incredibly high budget, respected show. No, and I'm not.
That was one of my
I
favourite
know
shows
you're
at
a
one
fan.
point.
That's why I'm treading carefully. I don't want to upset you, but no disrespect to them. Just because they couldn't recreate it doesn't mean that I don't know a team with more money.
Are you saying the
Talent.
Sci-Fi Channel wouldn't give that team a good budget?
I'm not an insider, but from an outside looking in, I think that's a claim I could make with confidence.
So what about the lack of publicity wanted from the guy that turned the footage in? I mean, he's only known as Jose and now he's dead. I mean, he'd set this up because there was burglars in the area, his dogs were barking at that time, he went back and checked the footage, he found that. Never wanted any publicity, never, he wouldn't even speak about it. If you're going to fake it, you want the publicity. That's why you're doing it. Attention.
Or if it's a massive hoax, you don't want the publicity. You just want to cause a stir, and so you bring up the perfect story is.
But this isn't even a well-known thing.
I don't want the publicity.
This isn't up there with the Greys and Betty and Barney.
Because it's a bit. It's just like some white shit moving across some shit footage. I mean, I don't.
What is it?
You can imagine whatever you can. What's that thing?
Pareidolia.
Yeah, you can apply that to it and see all sorts of different things.
Alright. Well, let's look at the next bit of footage. This is from Yosemite National Park.
There's more than one capturing of these creatures.
Yeah.
Wow. Has this one got sound?
Good question. I don't really need the sound.
Okay.
It's this is from Yosemite National Park.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
This is in March 2011.
Okay, well, it looks a little bit like legs with nothing attached, or is it an octopus having a walk?
It's two creatures, one fairly tall, one quite short, travelling across a road, a dirt track. Captured on the CCTV, night footage, so the footage is a bit clearer. This is 2011.
Puppets.
Yeah?
Midgets on stilts.
So please do go and check out them videos. What's this site? The www.theodyssey.
We'll put
Yeah,
Google.
If you Google Fresno Night Crawlers, you'll come across both sets of footage, or YouTube them.
Maybe we'll try and be a little bit professional and put the links in the bio to the show.
Maybe.
We can do that, can't we?
Yeah.
We'll try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do
We'll have
that.
forgotten about it by next week.
The links will be in the bio. Yeah, cool. We could do this.
I don't know, I think we'll have forgotten about it by next week.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so...
Well, it's definitely creepy.
It's creepy, isn't it?
Give me that. Fake, not fake, whatever it is, it's creepy.
Yeah. I wouldn't fancy meeting
Funny.
one of them on the way home from the pub.
Me,
But
yeah.
I feel quite confident of beating it up.
Yeah, I'd kick
Still
it
no
into-
arms for a start, I just kick it in the
Yeah,
nuts.
I'd kick into the next dimension, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man. It's got a heavy top bit at the top and the rest is all flippy
Oh,
floppy.
I just work
Boot
the
that
upper
bit.
body and Rocky Balboa.
Oh, one kick, just kick it like a fucking drop kick and it'll...
Especially the little one, that'd fly off.
Yeah. Or you could try and befriend it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd soil myself and hope it leaves me alone.
Curl up in the fetal position.
It's a defence mechanism. What if you had a bit of Mars bar in your pocket or something, you were just like, here you go. And it all went okay.
Yeah.
Or not. What if it turns you
Set it
into...
off.
What if it bites your hand off?
Set it on fire.
What with?
You light it. We're smokers. We've
Yeah.
always got lighters on us. Set the cunt on fire. Die, you creepy alien thing.
So what do you think they are though? That's the thing. There's three possibilities.
Only three?
Only three. Well, four technically, because fourth would be a hoax. But we don't entertain hoaxes on this episode.
I don't know. I think that's the only thing my brain can comprehend.
So are they aliens? Although there have been no reports of UFO sightings or a connection to alien abductions, it cannot be ruled out these creatures are of extraterrestrial origin. Although if it is an alien hoax, it's certainly one of the stranger ones.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah?
And it would have took a lot to set up that footage in a way. Well, not a lot, but you just need to know what you're doing with puppetry. But the thought of it, of what is the creepiest shape I can create and make, because there's nothing natural about it, is it? The way it's moving, the way it looks. It's a
No,
weird
it
thing.
is like a... It is creepy. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that?
Stab it!
Do the old human greeting and just stab it. It looks different from me. Ah!
Stab it with fire!
Are we no different to that tribe?
No, we're not. We just pretend that we are.
Yeah.
We might have all sorts of diseases that we're not immune to.
I go up to it and sneeze in its little face. Up yours.
Yeah. Good
By the
bit. I'd run it over in the
virtue of a
van.
million deaths, man.
I'd go over it in the van, mate.
Just see a video camera, one walk along and just see this van just go at the head.
Look at this beautiful alien creature has come to me.
Cat smashes into it, and you can see him leaning at the window, his long hair flapping in the breeze, smoking a joint as he casually mows down two beautiful alien creatures.
He might have had diseases. Oh, what are you arresting me for?
Because he was actually 2 midgets on stilts, you fucker. It's homicide, mate.
You just killed an innocent puppeteer.
If there could be some relation to that gongoi thing that we had the other week on Weird News.
Oh, from
Thailand,
in
was
the
it?
bushes, was
yeah,
it?
they're hopping along. Could be like its one-legged cousin.
And possibly. Could be.
I thought we said that was a kid that had stood on a landmine.
Oh yeah. I also recommended running it down and seeing what it was. Yeah.
I sense a theme developing. We don't actually own any guns, but I've got a van, so it's like, just run it over. That's how we'll solve everything.
Sadly, ISIS have figured that out as well.
Oh shit!
We're a bit behind that.
I didn't see the links. Oh my god.
We're a bit behind with that.
That was all jokes if you're listening.
Well, certainly people claiming to be affiliated with ISIS.
Yes. Oh god. Well, I was just thinking running over like, weird alien creatures, a bit like the Ghostbusters.
A bit like Scooby-Doo, but...
Yeah, but we won't solve the mystery, but
just
we'll run
run
over
over
it.
No, because there's a big difference between running people over deliberately and seeing something creepy at the side of the road, hopping along shouting gungoi, or walking along on 2 legs like these fucking stick-legged things, these night crawlers, and thinking, what the fuck's that? Well, you know what? If I kill it, I'll make some money out of this, and just run it down. Between deliberately running people down, isn't it? There's a massive difference. We're not terrorists, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not a terrorist, I'm protecting
You're
Earth.
a defender of the earth.
Yeah, I'm like the Men in Black.
You might get recruited to the Men in Black after
Men
this
in
escapade.
We're the men in. We're the men in.
You're already one of the Men in Vans.
Exactly. Oh yeah, but the Men in Black vans. There you go then. I'm in. Sold. What do you guys think of this phenomenon?
Well, let me give you what else they could be, and then we'll...
Oh yeah, we didn't get through the list, did we? Sorry.
No. They are possibly creatures from Native American mythology.
Alright.
According to tribe members from the Fresno area, the night crawlers are beings that have always been on Earth or visited Earth even before humans arrived. And their habitat or world is one of swamps or boggy terrain, which is why they got the long legs.
Okay.
How do they know that?
Well, they're Indians, mate. They know everything.
They got fucking stoned together and passed this information transpsychologically through the airwaves, man.
You're the one that picked the Hopi prophecies for an episode. You know the Native American Indians are usually infallible on these things.
And some of them drawings could have looked like them fucking things. You know?
That's a good point, actually.
You never know. Cave drawings I'm referring to.
Yeah. The tribes believe that the creatures are trying to rebuild a connection between humans and the natural environment, as sort of a peace-bringing kind of negotiation.
That's good.
Hopefully.
I bring peace and love.
Bring its legs! It's bringing peace and love, don't let it get away!
Ew!
Hopefully they're better negotiators than Theresa May's Brexit team.
Oh god.
Doomed. I was going to have that as a reggae box this week, but I'm just fed up of talking about fucking Brexit.
Yeah, fuck the misery.
Yeah, fucking dogs Brexit, that's what it is.
Now there are wood carvings that bear striking similarities to the creatures done by the Indians. Yes. There was a picture on one of the articles we can find.
Come on, we can do this. There it is. Oh,
No, that's
really?
just a drawing.
Okay.
A really shit drawing.
I was going to say, who drew that?
I don't know if this is the page. They look like giant testicles.
They look like Okay, now I've seen those artist renderings. They're basically sperms that walk upright with 2 legs instead of a tail, aren't
I
they?
think we can probably take that drawing out of the equation because
Right.
it looks nothing like what we've
Let's
seen.
do it. Imagine a 3-foot sperm.
Ah, there we
But
go.
instead of a tail, it's got 2 legs. Oh, come on, that's stretching. Oh, is it stretching a bit? I don't know. When was that made?
I don't know, it's a Native American carving.
Yeah, but it could have been made last Wednesday.
All I'm saying is it's a Native American carving.
Could have been done after the footage.
No one seems to know how old these things are, but these exist.
Massive coincidence. If he'd have built that standing on one pole, it wouldn't have stood up. He couldn't be asked to do the body.
Of course they would, it's a totem, they make totem poles, that's one pole stood up.
Okay, good point. It's also got a mullet, right?
Why
so
not?
Does that
Why
mean, does that
can't-
mean mullets are sacred?
Yes! Why can't these night crawlers have 80s restless haircuts, Gaz? Why is he being discriminatory?
I'd take them seriously if they did. Oh man. Ah, I reported someone for hate speech yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, but Facebook said it wasn't.
Yeah.
They said wrestling was gay. And I was like, I'm not having it. That's hate speech. But she's got a son who's gay, so I was like, well, that's a little bit. You should do
I
that.
think I know what you're on about. Is it a soon to be an in-law?
Oh no!
No.
I know where you're going, but no, it wasn't.
No.
We do know her though. I don't want to talk about it on air just in case. But anyway, yeah. Fucking Facebook said, although we can see how this may have upset you, it didn't actually break any of our, the rules. Maybe you should try talking. Here are some of the options. I'm like, oh, fuck you. I wanted
Wait, so
you.
did you give you an option to message her?
It gave me an option, yeah, to either block them, snooze them, or it suggested talking to them about why the post had upset me. And
That's
spreading conversation and those are I'm paraphrasing, but
What about instant dismemberment?
well, that's what I was looking more for, like the sort of stormtroopers to go around and fucking beat her mercilessly with a frying pan, but no.
Stove her head in?
Yeah, in front of the kids. No, I'm joking.
That's a good off.
Back to the aliens.
I got
thing.
banned for sharing that Uncle Owen thing
Did you really?
Yeah.
From where? So someone
from
report-
Facebook for sharing in groups. Just got an
Fuck.
instant ban as soon as I shared
Oh,
it.
this is property of the mouse, mate. That's why you can't share Star Wars stuff without the mouse saying it's okay.
Well, I've seen other groups sharing. That's where I got it from. Fucking motherfuck fucks.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
there you go, people.
bastards.
Facebook censorship.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, the fact these creatures, the fact that the stories about these creatures have existed for generations mean they might have just been living in hiding. Could be some kind of cryptid.
Okay.
Are they ghosts? Weird ghosts?
Interdimensional
Interdimensional?
interlopers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm open. Ish to a point. Could be puppets.
Could be puppets. I've got a further sighting. There's not. There's a sighting actually further afield in Poland,
Oh.
and I watched the video earlier, and it's terrible.
Okay.
It's not even worth us watching it. It appears to be filmed from like a handheld camera. It looks like he's kind of hiding behind something,
Right.
and you get he sort of pokes the camera out, and you get like about a 2-second glimpse of something remarkably looking like one of the creatures we've seen step across, and then he seems to just decide to stop filming it, and it's 30 seconds. It's another sort of 15 seconds
That's
of
all
looking
the
at a black
CGI
screen.
that he could afford on his tiny homemade budget.
Maybe, but either way, it's not worth worth
Okay.
watching as proof of these for us to watch anyway.
And the other two were.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
obviously.
The second one was actually quite creepy.
Yeah. So there's a further sighting in 2004, Manchester, Indiana. A 17-year-old motorist driving at night saw the creature at the side of the road. It was thin with long legs and was humanoid without being human. It moved oddly as if disjointed and was described as being strikingly similar to the Fresno creatures, but with one major difference that this one was 6 feet tall. A second car with an elderly couple inside drove past, also saw the creature. They conferred with the other motorists, and all three agreed what they had seen was not human.
Ooh. Well, a little reference for the British listeners to, if you can't get hold of the footage yourselves, to imagine how it walks. Think of the old advert, Mr. Soft.
Oh yeah, soft mints.
I remember that.
How come everything around you is so soft and rearranged? Something like that. Yeah. They walk a bit weird, almost as if they're being puppeted, like the aforementioned Mr. Soft.
Mr. Soft was a man in a suit.
Ah, yes. Or was it a puppet?
He's probably a man in a suit.
Was it a puppet? No, I'm joking. Well, what do you guys think? Come on.
Midget on stilts. I'm still going for it.
A midget that's this big, though? Because the legs were... Because how tall are these things?
Well, you're looking. I think the small one in the other video was they thought it was 2 to 3 feet. The tallest one was something like 4 foot, and the first video about 4 foot again. So
that's
a 2 foot tall little person, and then 2 foot stilts. But the way they were walking,
2 foot's like this, though. I mean, they're not elves. Midgets aren't elves.
or are they? Or are they? Oh no, elves are really tall.
I apologise to the mid.
Elves are really tall,
Little
so it's alright. I
person
take it back.
I don't know what the PC.
I don't think we should call them midgets.
No, but then I've heard 2 famous midgets say that they like to be called midgets. They don't see anything wrong with it, but apparently it is little people. So anyway, moving on out of that political
Quagmire.
Boom.
Jinx.
Yeah. So yeah, what, you really think it's a midget on stilts? A little person on stilts?
I don't know. It could be.
I mean, yeah,
It's as plausible as anything else.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just amazed.
But I think it's hoaxed.
Yeah.
Fact or fake, Mike? They couldn't do it.
Arkham's, what is it?
Occam's razor.
Occam's razor, Arkham Asylum, whatever it's called.
Occam's
anyway,
razor.
right, yeah, you know the one. Simplest explanation is likely to be the most true.
Yeah.
I think I've also heard Sherlock Holmes say that on telly. So
Which Sherlock?
probably the modern one.
Oh, Benedict.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Anyway, my point is, the simplest explanation:
What's the simplest explanation?
puppets.
Nah, they aren't moving like puppets. It's too fluid.
Oh, do Muppets move like puppets?
Yeah.
That's a poem in the making.
Because you can tell they're puppets.
You can tell that's puppets.
It's moving too weirdly.
You're just being contrarian. It's puppets.
It's not puppets.
Alright, what's your
What do you
verdict
think?
then?
Yeah.
Well, that's aliens, isn't it? Aliens or Native American cryptids. I'm going with one of the big 3.
Maybe.
What, you think something like that evolved on Earth?
Maybe they're in multi-dimensional visitors.
Maybe they're from like the next dimension. They only travel through to like proper,
Maybe
the only people that communicate are people that are on extreme hallucinogens. Right?
No, yeah, but that video footage, the original footage, is literally just CCTV. That's not someone on an acid trip. There's not that many sightings.
Why were they in some bloke's front garden?
You're going across it.
To where?
I don't know. The pond.
I love our visits to suburbia. I like to sniff the trash as I'm wandering around on my big
Maybe they're
legs.
eating the trash.
Ooh, banana peel.
Maybe they're eating the trash.
I love a manicured lawn. We don't get these in Dimension X.
They can't be from Dimension X. They haven't got unlimited technology.
We don't know that. We haven't seen their spaceships.
Well, there's never really been any UFO sightings with them. That's the thing. It doesn't correspond.
That's how good their spaceships are.
Well, cloaking devices.
Like the holograms on
Yeah.
the moon, as mentioned earlier. Well, fuck me. I'm going with puppets.
I've got to go with hoax, man. There's
mate.
2 sightings, 3 at best.
Well, 4 or 5, maybe tops.
I don't want to be named.
I think that says a lot.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
No, because if hoaxers always want publicity.
Not always.
Always.
Sometimes some men just want to watch the world burn.
How's he watching the world burn?
Well, he thought he was going to freak everybody the fuck out, but
he's
it's
got
only dickheads like us talking about
He's
it.
got the Sci-Fi Channel out, mate.
Are you just setting yourself the sci-fi channel?
The fucking primogenitors of the fucking Sharknado franchise.
Puppets, hoax. That's my honest opinion.
I'm going for one of the big 3.
I'd like to think it's interdimensional fucking...
Actually, the 4th one is multi-dimensional. I think it's multi-dimensional. It's an alien. It's a cryptid, or it's some kind of weird mythological creature come to life.
How strong is the weed you've got this week?
Fairly strong.
I'd like to think that, but I'm afraid I'm going with hoax. Puppets.
I
Chicken
why
wire.
is it just every alien episode runs the same?
Oh, I'm
No one believer, and you call me a NASA shill.
One day.
Call me a NASA shill.
When the
And
evidence.
sit here and just piss over my alien dreams.
Alright then, I agree. Interdimensional aliens that come here to walk around people's lawns and
Exactly.
go and enjoy a national park now and then.
Yes, exactly.
Perfectly plausible.
I think so. Simplest explanation for me. Enjoying the beauty of Earth, the beauty of suburbia at night,
They just
rummaging
pop
through
in
the
now and
trash.
then. Yeah. And if I ever see one, I'll fucking splatter it all over the front grille of my van at 70 mile an hour in a built-up area.
And that's a perfect way to end it.
Well, that was fun.
So
Definitely check the footage out, listener, because it is. I mean, I can't explain it to you, so I'm guessing hoax somehow, puppets or something. But it is a bit weird. There might be aliens.
I'm
Who
with the
knows?
fact or fake team on this. I think it's too difficult to.
I think you're putting too much weight, Ben, on the fact or fiction team from the fucking sci-fi
Fact or
channel.
faked, guys. Fact or faked.
Oh, sorry. That's it. Come on, we're done. Night crawlers. Keep your eyes peeled for them.
Hey, they've spread to Poland.
They walked on them big lanky legs.
Exactly.
Fuck it out.
A goose stepped into Poland.
Fuck, man.
Quick. Let's go to the next section.
Oh, let's have a break.
Oh, yeah. And we're back, so we're all in agreement that the Fresno Night Crawlers are aliens. Moving on to weird news.
Let's get the boys' views on this week's weird news.
On tonight's news,
Bong.
time traveller from the year 3700 or 3700 warns of terrible war between humans and robots.
I think he's being
See what you
optimistic.
did there, boys.
I don't
How
think
many years away is that?
Well, it's
Do the maths.
2,000 years away, innit? Plus
I don't know. I can't do maths.
2,600 and...
1700, just under 1700.
No, whatever. Fucking hell.
Well, I'll be long fucking gone, won't I?
Point is, I think he's been incredibly optimistic because I don't think we're going to last another 200 years on this planet.
Well, no.
Well, it might not last 30, wasn't it, according to that?
Yeah, I think 200 years at the minute is being a bit of a fucking cockeyed optimist.
Well, Mike the time traveller says
Mike
he's
the
been in-
Mike.
Yeah, he's been involved in, quote, secret operations for the National Secure Laboratory of Canada.
Oh fucking hell, they're all getting on it now, aren't they? Obviously you got the Montauk Project and the American side of things. Then we had the British guy the other week that went to the year 4000 and saw us all with cyborg implants. So the
Yes.
Canadian time travel's become fucking easy now, hasn't it?
Piece of piss,
So I
mate.
take it that was the result of the robot and human war. Was emergence.
Yeah, we've heard about
Yeah.
this war, I think. So, a man who claims to be a time traveller, who has visited the year 3700, has warned of a terrible and destructive war between humans and robots. Mike, the time traveller, even brought back part of a robot that he said he had killed with his bare hands as proof of his fantastical missions.
I don't think he's killing robots with his bare hands.
He made the claims in an interview with Apex
Oh,
TV.
they're back!
A YouTube channel which specialises in paranormal activity and bizarre theories, and has nearly 800,000 subscribers. You cunts, why don't some of you subscribe to us? Mike, who is of Greek heritage, was born in
What's that
France. I know. It means he's not lying, obviously. Was born in France and lived there until he was 14 before moving to Canada. It was in Canada that he says he began to be interested in science and ended up working at a place called the National Secure Laboratory of Canada at the age of 18, where he said he was involved in, quote, many secret operations and objectives. We were doing experiments with time machine. Not with a time machine, not with the time machine. It simply says we were doing experiments with time machine. We sent many groups and single travels to the future. I was also involved in the groups and was travelling with them. We were travelling to random years, but our main target was the year 3700. Mike said he visited the year 3700 around 18 times. There were different kinds of robots, some of which were, quote, just machines, and others which had, quote, an individual artificial intelligence operating system. Some advanced robots had a face and body with a synthetic colour, which he said made them look like a real human.
Terminators?
There were also military robots which were stronger and had weapons and worked as, quote, potential kill machines.
Perfect.
Perfect kill machines.
Perfect kill machines.
That's a Terminator. Sorry.
Yeah.
The perfect killing machine. And some robots which had a laser gun in the place of a hand. Fuck me!
Pretty badass.
Now you're talking, son. He said, quote, in the year 3700 the war began. The war between human race and artificial creators, the robots. The robots, who had an artificial intelligence, once understood their power. They understood their dominance above humans and raised above them. They were slaves, but they became the leaders.
Apex TV always blurs out the face, doesn't it?
The war had been started. The war that kind of nobody, they can't write, whoever, this guy can't talk. This is a quote, and I'm going to read it exactly the word for word
Well, to be fair,
says
he's
it.
born in France, so he's probably got broken English.
The war that kind of nobody had seen before. On September 20, in the year 3700, all robots over the planet Earth started their attack. After the first wave of assault, over 30% of humans were destroyed.
Jesus, that's not good.
But we still got 70 more percent.
They used internet and wireless system to be connected at once, and it gave attack together. The only thing that saved most population of humans is that robots did not get the codes of launching systems of the nuclear rockets. In that case, there would not be a war, but a genocide of the human race. This is just the plot to the fucking Terminator.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Do we have to read it all? Oh, hang on, we should read this bit. Mike said that he had brought back part of a, quote, robot body from the future from a robot that he had, quote, killed with my own hands. The supposed robot arm is quite small and simple looking, but Mike insisted there is so much power in this little hand that it can divide you in 100 pieces.
Oh, like Donny's hand.
Hey. So, what the fuck? We're now looking at a picture of it. It's just... It looks like...
It looks like part of a bike.
Yeah.
Or
want to see the
some kind
video?
of rock climbing.
Alright then, let's
There's a
listen
short
to a little
video.
video.
Some kind of rock climbing equipment.
That I brought from the future. Okay.
Oh, he's waving him off.
Why is he going to go after the bushes? Why can't he just keep it in his fucking pocket?
He's going to show him it in secret. Ooh, it's in the car.
How does he know how to drive a car? Oh, it's alright. Yeah, okay.
It's alright.
If you remember, I was telling you about the robot foxes. This part of mechanical body I took from the fox, whom I killed with my own hands. As you can see, it's not as big as you might imagine. Believe me, there is so much power in this little hand that it can divide you in 100 pieces. The foxes were moving very fast and it was difficult to shoot on them. Although they were jumping very high. And if it would notice and approach to you, your chances to stay alive would be miserable. There was two types of fox robots.
Right, enough.
One had two hands, and the other ones had one hand, and another was laser gun. The war between humans and robots was very unequal.
But you didn't bring back the laser handgun, did you?
Modern weapons, but humans.
I'm going to describe this fucking robot arm for the listener.
Right. It looked like a piece of...
3 pieces of hollow black metal with fucking electrical cables wrapped around it with like some sort of fucking spanner head mechanical gears on the end. It's simplistic shit. It looks like a shit prop from a pantomime. It is shit. It looks like a 7-year-old made it for their homework project.
A Meccano.
And this prick, Meccano, this prick's waving it around like it's something, hey, come in, man, through the bushes, I'll show you something special. It's fucking ridiculous. What an insult to my intelligence. And I'm not that intelligent, am I? Some would say, not very at all. But I'm not falling for that. That's a piss take, that is.
That is either a something from a mountain bike, or B, some kind of rock climbing equipment.
It's a piss take.
No, it's a robotic arm, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, Mike.
You know that he ripped off a cyborg.
No,
a robot fox.
Oh yeah, it was a robot fox. What, is that the
He
fox's
built-
leg or the fox's head?
It's one of those rudimentary ones that they build for people with arms.
People have foxes attached to their arms. When
Well, no, they have them things with the robotic pincers, don't they?
But he said he was a fox.
Yeah, he did a robot
He's
fox.
full of shit, is what he is.
It could be one of them garbage grabbers, you know,
That's what it looks
yeah,
like.
yeah, the old thing with the hand at the end.
With some
you
electric
pick up
cables
yeah.
wrapped around it.
Yeah.
You fucking... Next story, please.
Not buying that one then.
I am insulted by
And-
Mike the Time Traveller.
And let's not forget, it's from Apex TV, and we have had a bit of a discourse with Apex TV over a few episodes. They're not exactly what we call a reliable source, are they? You remember that fat time?
Ass.
You remember that time traveller who met his fatter version?
Yeah, absolute tosh. An insult to everyone's fucking
But you know what?
consciousness.
They've got 800,000 subscribers.
I know, I'm jealous as fuck.
What we need to do is start peddling the fantastical.
Or religion.
Or religion.
Or guns.
Both.
Or both. Yeah. Right, what's next in the news?
Saddam Hussein memorial plaque mysteriously appears on bench in London.
Wow.
A dedication to a brutal oppressor who ruled Iraq with brutal oppressor, that is it Thatcher? Who ruled Iraq with violence and fear for 30 years has been placed on a bench in the middle of a busy high street in East London, saying, "In loving memory of Saddam Hussein, 937 to 2006. I guarantee you this is a Banksy." The bronze plaque, which has come to the attention of residents in Wanstead, has caused considerable outrage, which is likely exactly the point. Whoever fixed the metal memorial to the public spot even appears to have used special anti-theft screws, which cannot be easily removed using normal tools, meaning the eulogy to one of history's most brutal tyrants might be in place for the foreseeable future. Oh no, because you just get the tools and take it off.
Yeah.
Sure, someone on the council's got the fucking tools to take it off.
Yeah, someone will use a jackhammer or something. Sorry, opening beers.
Melissa Monday Chanine, 38, who lives near the side of the bench, said, "I was absolutely horrified. My mum was over visiting and pointed it out to me and was utterly shocked, so I checked it immediately. I thought she must have been mistaken, but to my horror, she was right. I think someone celebrating the life of a man who's caused such terror is outrageous. And if it's a joke, it's not remotely funny."
Well, she should check the statues all around in London.
Well,
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
Look around you.
Yeah, look at the
plenty of
statues.
statues to colonial murderers.
That's what I mean.
Slave owners.
Yeah.
Slave owners,
The streets
yeah.
of Liverpool are named after slave owners.
Well, we don't fucking talk about that, lah. We just talk about the Beatles.
Well,
Ian Rush.
I've got another theory on this. And, you know, Saddam Hussein was not the only man called Saddam Hussein who lived between 1937 and 2006.
Very
What if
true.
there was some guy who lived in that suburb who was called Saddam Hussein?
Who ran a local shop or something?
Maybe ran a local shop. Maybe just went to work every day, did his thing.
Kept his
He
head
was
down.
an immigrant. Maybe he went by his middle name.
Yeah, you never
You
know.
know?
Could we just...
And
Sorry.
yeah,
Sorry to do it in the middle of a story. One more.
right. So we're back to Saddam Hussein. So
Yeah.
is it possible there was just some bloke called Saddam Hussein who lived from the years of that
Yeah. It's
The
a
same-
coincidence, completely innocent.
complete coincidence, completely innocent? Just
I'd say there's a
maybe he wasn't
possibility.
just known as Saddam. Maybe he was like, you know, he went by, he changed his name, called himself Sam. I don't know.
They're two very common
You know,
names.
you know
though.
people who come to the country do change their names.
They are, but I think it's got to be a troll, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's either
probably.
a troll or it's just something really innocent that no one gives a shit about, that no one thought twice
Oh,
about.
come on. No one thinks, oh, my dad's got the same name as Saddam Hussein. Exactly the same birth date and death. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Perhaps I shouldn't build a public bench for
no,
him.
you didn't build a bench, just put a plaque on the bench.
Probably is some sort of a like performance art or something.
I said Banksy.
Yeah,
Someone like Banksy in it.
who's not as good. To be fair. Right. What's your point? I'm just gonna waste council money getting rid of the bastard thing now, isn't it?
Yeah. What's Jane Gibbs, who runs local playgroup Grace Church Tots,
Look at the kids.
said, "It must be a wind-up, a very tactless wind-up." Susie from Essex 38 said, "Has it been done to support what Saddam Hussein believed in and is it meant to cause trouble? It could be left-wing troublemakers."
What did Saddam Hussein believe in? I bet she doesn't know. It's just people just spout whatever.
Well, Saddam
Like
Hussein,
we do.
it was a right-wing government, wasn't it?
Well,
It was, you speak out against the regime, my secret police show up, murder you and your family to stop your seed spreading. It'll cause dissent to me in the future.
You'll never stop my seed spreading.
He will if he
Or
kills
open
you
a
and
bathroom.
everyone you love.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Well, he won't stop me wanking.
Well, he will, because you'll be dead.
Nah.
You'll then just be dust.
Has to be wanking in hell.
You guys can sell tickets to my the world famous wanking corpse. It just won't stop. I'm miming for the listener.
At least twice a day. Call on for the morning and evening shows.
It's good for the prostate, don't you know? Yeah. Sorry, what did the fucking teacher say? Oh yeah, you read it.
She wasn't happy. A local artist, Matthew Webber, 44, said, "It's clear that whoever did it knew it would cause uproar. They even used special screws to make it much more difficult to remove. Maybe it's part of a series. Wanstead's answer to Banksy." Although the council said we didn't give permission for this to be put up, and it has been removed.
Well,
So obviously it's not just someone who was coincidentally called Saddam Hussein. It's someone playing some kind of
yeah.
little joke.
I
It's
think it is.
not
I'd
really
say so.
actually that funny at all.
Well,
Not really.
you know, it does in a
As long as
way.
it's making a point.
Yeah, it's saying, look at the, you know, we've got statues of these people, and these people were bastards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they were our bastards.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I see. When you put that spin on it, I can see where you're coming from there.
He's saying, why shouldn't we just celebrate every tyrant then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
get
difference?
you.
Well, he's not white, is he? So
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Still, amazing moustache.
Well, I guess so. Yeah. Didn't look so great when he'd been in that hole for
No,
like weeks.
no, that
on
beard
end,
was
did it?
not a good look. But still,
Poor
amazing
bastard.
moustache.
I shouldn't say that, poor bastard. But you know what I mean. No.
Well, would you say that he got off lighter than Gaddafi?
Oh fuck yeah! No one put a knife in his asshole. Oh, Gaddafi. Whoa. Fuck. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I think it was some sort
It's
of
some kind of
protest.
prank, innit? I was going for the more, hopefully the more of a
It's a
obvious
possibility.
reason. Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
it's more likely
We've
that.
got one
If
more.
the
now.
council are saying we didn't give permission, then it's probably just some kind of
So
mistake in it.
last news story of the week.
Wow. Buddhist monk filmed having meth-fueled gay sex in temple.
Well, he's not much of a Buddhist, is he?
Well, he could be.
Uh,
A rising star Buddhist monk in
A
Taiwan.
rising star Buddhist monk.
wow.
So
I
he
didn't
could
know
be-
that was a thing.
He's
Yeah.
a master at 29.
Oh man.
He's Secretary General of the Chinese Young Buddhist Association until his room in Taiwan's Chung Fo Temple was raided in November by police who found 19 grams of amphetamine tablets, smoking pipes, and a holy water bottle filled with lube. Although, that is according to the
The Catholic priests would have a bit of that, wouldn't they?
Well, fuck you. I tell you, I bet if you read the Vatican, they find far worse. That is from a Shanghai newspaper, though, so it isn't the Chinese press. Could be trying to discredit him. Officers also discovered condoms and anal relaxants,
Puppers.
erection medication, and aphrodisiacs,
Fuck
as
me.
well as USB drives containing more than 200 gigabytes of porn,
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of 5-minute clips.
including videos of Kai Hung, who I assume is this Buddhist monk.
Yep.
Yep. The films were released on Tuesday, November 20th, by Taiwanese news outlet Mirror Media, allegedly show Kai Hung having gay sex and smoking meth. In one clip, the man talks to the camera about how much he loves his, quote, husband. Taiwan has not yet legalised same-sex marriage, but may do on Saturday when the country is set to vote on the issue in a referendum.
Oh, that's a cunt. He got caught just before the fucking referendum.
Oh.
According to Shanghai-list, the Chinese newspaper, when authorities arrived to raid the temple in northwest Taiwan, monks tried to stall them by talking loudly so Kai Hung could have the chance to hide.
We are being raided!
Please do not go in there yet!
No! Officer and your 12 friends!
They're all armed too!
Oh, man.
In September...
It's a shame, innit? He should be able to do
Yeah.
what he fucking
Of course he
wants
should,
without
yeah.
getting filmed. And 'cause it sounded like
He
a
wants to
good
smoke
old
meth
time.
and have gay sex.
Well,
Fucking
no.
go ahead and
Well,
do it.
Yeah, I agree with your point,
Yeah.
but he's a Buddhist monk.
Well, yeah, he's not, is he?
The whole point of being a Buddhist monk is you give all that up.
Yeah.
You are celibate, you sit there and
Your
quietly
body is
contemplate.
pure.
Yeah, your body is
Your
pure.
Yeah.
You sit there and contemplate the path
Okay.
to enlightenment.
Yeah. Well, that's that's the only problem with it, though,
But
isn't
then
it?
again,
You don't have another young monk gargling on your fucking meth-infused fucking erection while the camera rolls.
But-
That's not very Buddhist.
no, it's not. But
Are you sure this is a path to enlightenment, master?
but at least he's doing it with the people who are over age and consenting, presumably.
Yeah,
we go.
it's better than the
And
Catholics.
He's,
isn't
he's
he?
doing better than the Catholics.
Allegedly. Well,
No,
it's
there's
not
no-
allegedly.
There's no allegedly in that.
So, yeah, but it's just a shame, innit, that they'll fucking cut his head off or something now, probably, I don't know.
Well, in September, he was expelled from another institution, which is Tongshan Temple in the south of the country, after allegedly providing drugs to fellow monks before having gay sex with them. 2 months later, he was kicked out of Chong Fo Temple following the police raid for what monks described there as, quote, religious discipline problems.
We've all got them, mate.
Who doesn't want to be a monk? Don't be a monk. Go and do
that's
that.
it. You clearly don't want to be a monk.
Yeah.
You want to be Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Well, he's a rock
But
star,
without the
monk.
singing voice.
Yeah. But he can
Well,
fit his leg behind his head.
Freddie didn't do meth, but you know what I mean. Taking
Start
drugs,
your
having
own-
gay sex.
Start your own splinter group, gay monks.
Start your own splinter Buddhist group
Rainbow
where you
monks.
Take, yeah.
There you go.
Where you take meth and have sex with gay men.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom.
And then meditate.
Yeah.
Or maybe you meditate before,
And after.
I guess, yeah. Fuck it. Well, yeah, it was a funny headline, but I suppose he's probably going to be... Is he in trouble now?
He probably will be.
Yeah. They're quite strict over there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jing Yao.
Jing Yao, the chairman of the Buddhist Association of China in Taiwan and Kai Hung's former teacher, said, I deeply regret the unlawful conduct of Kai Hung has caused a negative backlash against the Buddhist world. I also feel deeply ashamed that I did not inspect his behaviour as a fellow Buddhist monk.
Well,
So
you're
now-
not responsible for
So we
it.
don't know what's going to happen. I suppose maybe if the referendum goes his way, it goes the way of allowing gay marriage.
He's been arrested by police and charged with violating the Narcotics Hazard Prevention Act before being released on £2,500 bail.
Where's he got $2,500 from? He's a Buddhist monk. He's supposed to live in
The
poverty.
collection plate, man.
Yeah, but they're supposed
There's
to.
got to be a fund that runs the
I suppose
monastery.
the
hasn't
temple
there?
has to survive,
Yeah.
doesn't it? So yeah.
You know, they didn't get them big gold Buddhas for nothing.
Ah, well.
Yeah, actually, you know, thinking about it, even the fucking Buddhists are a bit corrupt like that. Aren't they got them big gold Buddha statues? They're supposed to be living in poverty, feeding the poor.
I would say to
I
all
think
the...
all religious institutions are corrupt.
I always used to think the Buddhists were like, if I was
Yeah.
going to be anything,
Yeah, that's the one I would
I
agree
would,
with
I would
most.
jump on the Buddhist train.
Yeah.
I will say to all the Buddhist monks out there, to avoid this man's pitfalls, I'd say, to be fair, suck all the cocks you want, but probably
Don't
lay
film
off the
yourself
meth.
doing it.
Yeah, don't film yourself and lay off the meth. The meth is probably the not good bit, you know.
Don't have 200 gigabytes of porn.
Yeah.
That's something. I mean, that's a lot of
And it,
porn.
be as gay as the day is long.
If you want to be.
Don't smoke crack and meth and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I think we've summed that one up beautifully.
Yeah, it just
As
kind of
usual.
disturbs me. The one religion I always thought was the purest in a way.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
can't
but he's only
blame-
one man.
He is
He
one man.
is, yeah.
One
How
monk.
do you know that's not going on elsewhere? You know, how do you know that? You know, you can say, that priest abused them kids. Oh, it's just one priest. That's how it starts.
Yeah, but how many of the priests are paedophiles? I mean, we're still talking about, what, 5%?
I don't know. I don't do maths, but yeah, I get what you're saying. In the grand scheme of things, it is
Oh, of
still a
course,
small
yeah.
percentage. It's still too big a percentage, but it's
Oh,
a small
fuck yeah.
percentage.
Well,
Should be
comparatively.
0%.
the media echo chamber we live in only reports the bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't report every
course.
priest that had a really good influence on young people's lives.
Yes.
I don't
So
think
do.
your average monk knows where to get meth anyway. I mean, this guy, it's only because he's a
Mate,
star.
he's in
He got
Taiwan,
corrupted
it's like
by fame.
Golden Triangle's just up the road. He can get whatever he wants.
Got corrupted by fame and ladyboys, probably. But anyway, let's move on. 'Cause,
Yeah. Okay.
we can't help this geezer.
Never go
Yeah.
full Alex then?
Never go full Alex, the most popular game show in this flat.
Were you trying to get crazy with this, eh? Don't you know I'm loco?
Every week, Michael finds us a couple of clips, one of Alex, one of two contenders, and we will see who goes the most batshit insane in their little rants. So who have we got first up?
We've got Lance Waller now.
He's a new one.
I think we have had him before.
Alright, maybe.
Say students protesting for gun control are as dangerous as Hitler Youth.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that's a big comparison to make.
Hello.
Let's see what he's got to say. Lance Wannau.
I'm still upset over the fact that 3,000 schools with children 14, 15, and 16 were organized by, sorry to say, left-wing Democratic mobilizers to be forced to have to go out and have their first experience of doing public protest, in a sense, to raise a fist of frustration at government, feeding into this whole sick culture that we have on the left of perpetual discontent and organized protest. And so these kids, whether they wanted to or not, have peer pressure, teachers, students, propagandizing them and making them go out and march. And it's interesting to me that they're marching about violence, and the main organizer of this thing comes out of Chicago, where they have 650 people murdered a year, and they never once organized a march over their own city. But they're seeing it as a political opportunity.
Yes, right.
And so while they're doing this as a political opportunity, Christians are looking at the news and going, oh, isn't that terrible? You know what they should really be marching about? 3 or 4 dysfunctional deputies who had guns who refused to go in. If I wanted to make the argument for arming teachers and citizens, I'd say when you've got a government that's so dysfunctional that they don't go into a school when the guns are going off and they're the authorized people, I'm not going to look to the police. I'm going to be saying I think every individual needs to really be protecting themselves as much as possible, because the left is lawless. They create lawlessness, and then they raise up rebellion out of the very lawlessness they create. So this school, all these kids marching and having their posters made and organized, this is, in my opinion, it's as dangerous as Hitler raising up the brown shirt Hitler Youth and forcing them to become politicized and weaponized from age 10 to 14. I know most adults aren't prepared to discuss the Second Amendment profoundly, let alone a 10-year-old or a 14-year-old. This is an abuse of political leverage through the school systems, which tells us the left will politicize everything, from the Academy Awards to the Golden Globes to schools and high school, and there's always an agenda, and the agenda is power, not righteousness.
Right, well, first of all, I want him to tell me that he doesn't memorise his children's faces before he sends them to school in case someone turns up with a gun. That's what one guy, an article I read once said. He goes, no, because of so many school shootings, I literally take an extra moment to memorise my children's faces before I kiss them goodbye before they get on the bus.
Well, that's a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Yes, because you've got that many school shootings going on that man has to take that extra moment with his children in case they don't come back that day.
So
it's insane, isn't it?
And now he's comparing it to the Hitler Youth. Well,
just so I can be clear, Ben, is he literally saying that the young people in America that protested against
themselves
control,
being shot in school,
and where they had that girl who was a survivor who spoke really eloquently and all that sort of movement.
And I remember the right actually tarred her with a brush because there was a photo shoot of her ripping up a gun range target.
Yeah.
And they photoshopped that so she was ripping up the Constitution. That is low.
So it's that movement, it's that group of young people that we're on about in that.
Yeah.
And he's saying that
they
them
don't
doing
understand.
that, they're too young to understand, and them doing that is akin to the Hitler Youth.
Yeah.
The brown shirts.
Which wasn't the Hitler Youth anyway. The brown shirts were a completely different organisation.
Right. So he doesn't know his shit.
No. The brown shirts were sort of
that's such a
taken
leap,
out by Hitler
You don't
and the
say.
SS.
And to
Standing
say
up against gun violence is very different from training young people to be soldiers in it.
Yeah.
And he said that they can't.
Exactly.
It's the opposite, if anything.
He says that 14 and 16-year-olds can't eloquently argue about the Second Amendment rights. Excuse me, but I'm pretty sure that being a survivor of a shooting in your school, where you just go to learn, which is one of your basic human rights, I'm pretty sure that qualifies you over anything, over your debating skills, to have a voice. Yeah, to go on a little march if you want to and try and get change done. What a prick.
Look, we're
I don't think that was crazy. I think that was dick talk. That was right-wing prick talk.
Yeah, that's right-wing.
Extreme right-wing prick
Now,
talk.
we're 3 English guys, British guys, whatever you want to call us. We don't have guns in this country, and we always find
Farmers have them.
farmers and who else?
Who else? Farmers' wives.
Moms.
Oh, is it mums?
But we don't quite understand your gun control issues. We had a shooting. We banned all handguns. There we go. We haven't had a school shooting since.
Yeah, wasn't it Dunblane?
Yeah, seems to have been pretty effective. You people are having, the Americans are having like a school shooting a week at some points. It kind of seems to spike and then tail off. But I don't think that it's a false flag, as I know that he would argue. So a lot of these are false.
Probably.
I think that just don't let everyone have something that can kill somebody.
Oh.
And I know that the counter argument of that is knife crime.
Well, the left in America aren't even saying don't ban guns. All they're saying is ban semi-automatic weapons, ban gun stock, bump stocks, ban selling unlicensed firearms at gun shows.
Right, I agree with all of those.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
sensible.
don't let criminals, ex-criminals, and people with
Violent.
Mental health
issues have guns.
Well,
seems sensible, doesn't it?
That is pretty sensible.
Yeah.
I'm going to quote me mate Joe Rogan, because he's not me mate. I listen to his show regularly at work, that's why I end up talking about it a lot on our show. He always says America hasn't got a gun problem, it's got a mental health problem.
That's probably also a valid point.
You know what I mean? That Canada has as many guns, not as many people to be fair, but they have as many guns and their gun crime isn't quite as high, is it?
Switzerland has virtually
nowhere near,
zero,
mate.
and every adult male of military age has an assault rifle and 2 full magazines at home.
You've told me that before, haven't you? Yeah.
But the US is one of the most, if not the most, unequal country in the world.
Well, it's a mental health problem, and letting people with mental health and other issues get access to guns.
Yeah.
And even if you bring in all them regulations, I mean, excuse me. Oh, sorry. I mean, like I said, we don't live in America, so we don't know. But I don't know even if you bring in all those regulations, how many guns are in circulation on the street that will never see any of that regulation?
How many guns were stolen?
Will it affect any of that going on?
Apparently,
illegal?
it's only a small percentage that actually have guns.
I suppose if it's so easy to go and get a license and buy one.
It's like 25% that own guns, but each person owns an average of 7 guns.
Well, look at
Oh man!
Do you remember the Bowling for Columbine documentary by Michael Moore?
I do love that film.
He literally went into a bank and he opened an account and they gave him a pick of a rifle.
Free gun.
They gave him, just quick background check. Oh yeah, you don't been convicted for anything. So here's a rifle. Here's a hunting rifle.
And the ammo.
No. You went to the hairdressers.
Yeah, the barber shop.
Went to the barber shop, and he was sat there with his rifle.
Bought
the ammo for it. And was loading the fucking magazine.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, no one batted an eyelid. Now, Michael Moore was a state shooting champion in his youth.
Yeah.
Could have got the Olympics apparently if he'd worked harder. So he knows how to handle a gun. But that could be anybody. That could be you, Mike. No, you've never you've handled a weapon.
I have once
when you did a cadet day in your teen years.
Yeah.
So you got the bank and open an account, and they hand you your choice of a hunting rifle, and then you go and get a haircut.
Short rapid sides and
So open an account, they give you a gun, and you're standing there. And there must be a moment they look at each other and think,
no, they don't give you the ammo.
I know. What, you could take the ammo in with you, couldn't you?
You could do. That's a
pre-plan it.
Yeah, and you're thinking,
unless they don't. Oh, they'll have to tell you.
You know you're going to get a
That's
gun.
the sort of bank robbery the A-team would do.
Yeah.
Give you a gun, and then you just.
And then you nod to your mate who
I
hands you
love
the
it
ammo.
when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
Now empty the safe.
Yeah,
And then you
it's
pull off
true.
your rubber mask and go outside. But anyway, I think we digress. We could discuss America's gun problems all day. Let's see who's next, and we'll weigh them up at the end.
Okay, who's next then, Mike?
Dave Daubermeyer.
Oh, it's Coach. Is it Coach Dave?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Still want to see his
we
win
still haven't
record.
found out if he's a coach, have we?
Still want to see his win record.
The government should fund research to prove the existence of God, he says.
I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win
I
this
think we
one.
have a contender.
I think we have a contender. Okay, let's see what Coach Dave has to say. What's on his hat this week? America needs Jesus. Okay.
Evolution is fake science. It is not true. Now, have you noticed this is like global warming? They call me a evolution denier, global warming denier. And do you know how much government money goes into science research. And if you want to get a government grant, you have to make sure that the research that you do is going to support the positions of the government. I would like to see the government do this. Why doesn't the government fund research into whether or not there is really a God? Wouldn't that be good? Let's dump a lot of money. Rather than dumping all this research in to prove there isn't a God, let's dump some money into, let's fund some scientists to do some research on to see if there is a God.
Where do you start?
Can I ask you boys a serious question?
5 trillion billion gazillion million squillion dollars, Ben. Prove there's a God. How'd you go about it? You got all the money in imaginable.
Well, no budget. How'd you go about it? Well, I suppose you'd have to build. If you're like him, you would believe literally the Bible, wouldn't you? So you would build that money to build some kind of space elevator to go to heaven. And then go up that massive space elevator and then vanish in the vacuum of space as your eyes explode.
Yeah. So I'll tell him how to prove the existence of God.
What's that?
Once you find out
Pay God all that money to turn up.
Once you find out everything there is to know about the universe around you, then you should have the answer.
Oh, you will be good.
Yeah.
So science is actually the way to prove the existence of God.
How about I say a prayer?
It's valid, isn't it?
Yeah.
How
A very
about,
specific prayer.
please God, can I have rhubarb and custard for breakfast tomorrow, even though I know there is no rhubarb and custard in the house? If you make this happen, then I know, and so will our listeners, you are truly there. And I'm doing the hands, listener. I'm doing the pray hands. I'm doing
You're
it properly.
joined one of them, though.
I'm down on my knees. Shh.
Yeah, but their answer
Dear
to
God.
that would be, God didn't hear it, or God heard your prayer.
Oh, it's a selfish prayer.
He thought it was a selfish prayer. Because prayers are meant to be selfless.
Who are you to judge my prayers, you big judgmental prick?
If you prayed for Ben
Not
to have
you,
rhubarb
God.
and custard
Oh,
tomorrow,
rhubarb for custard for breakfast.
Dear God, it's me again. I see what I did wrong last time. I'm learning, but hey, you're a big old Christian, so you'll forgive me. Please, can Ben, even though he has no rhubarb and custard in the house, do you?
No.
Can he wake up to rhubarb and custard?
I don't want rhubarb and custard.
It's about proving there's a God, it's not about what you want. Fucking hell, Ben.
being selfish again.
Always. I'm trying to do a prayer for you.
Oh, sorry, alright then. Go on.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, oh fuck. This praying thing's not going to work out, man. I'm not very good at it.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Serious question.
Okay.
Let's say there was a revolution tomorrow, right? And it wasn't these people in charge, it was like one of us, or me. Let's say me. Right? That kind of person, you're
It's fucking megalomaniac, isn't he?
right. That kind of person
Okay.
who's like holding
He's
back.
low-level model now. Thinks he's got the power to rule the world now.
I'm just saying.
The whole world.
Right. What would you do with someone like that who's holding back the species?
Well, I know what you're going to say you want to do. You want to kill him, don't you? You want to set up
I want to re-educate
gas
you
chambers for
first.
the stupid.
No.
I'd let him sit on his soapbox, let him say what he wants to say, yeah, and then
never
combat.
broadcast
And
it.
stab him.
No,
No,
then
sorry.
Think he's
combat
broadcasting
that
it.
with logic.
No, because what I'd do, as a low level, I'd let him say all that, but then never broadcast it, but just tell him it was.
Look,
At a
you
high level, I'd send him to some kind of re-education centre where he could be maybe taught some science.
Or lobotomised.
At the highest level, I'd just have him fucking shot in all fairness.
Why don't you?
That's why
It
you
would,
never.
it would
you
be
should never
elaborate.
in charge of the world.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah,
be
but he's
elaborate
holding
and
us back.
expensive. Ben, it'd be elaborate and expensive, but if you're in charge of everything, why don't you do this? Concrete him down into place, bent over with his butthole sticking up to the sky, and then drop a baseball bat, tungsten rod style,
You mean like Project Thor?
from a satellite, yeah, like Project Thor. Drop it from space and directly at his anus, and it'll just explode into a billion pieces.
It's not a bad plan.
I think that's a good way
It's not a bad plan.
to deal with him.
Tungsten butt plugs from space.
Yeah.
No,
Fucking hell.
he's holding us back as a species.
He's only holding back the few people that fucking find his YouTube channel And look, he's putting that. My nephew does green screen in his bedroom for his channel. So it's not like
I know
people could do. So he's in his fucking basement somewhere in his suburban home. He's a fucking nobody. He's no better than us.
Why can't we just educate enough people to a high enough level so we don't get idiots like this?
Well, he's too old. He's past it, and
because the elites don't want a critical thinking society.
But if we woke up tomorrow and I was in charge, that's what I'd do. I'd educate everybody.
But if you're a compassionate government, don't you just let people be as long as they're not hurting anyone? You haven't got to be intelligent.
Effectively, that could go. I think that's calling for sort of.
But you say you haven't got to be intelligent. Look what's happened to the fucking world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends how you look at it.
And everybody has to be intelligent, but enough people have to learn critical thinking.
People like him are the ones telling everyone to go and vote for Trump.
Yeah.
That right-wing Christian extremist, that's the kind of person... This is the American Taliban. You don't want people like that.
You're right, but he's also just like... He's not... It's not as if he's on like mainstream media saying
garbage in, garbage out, innit? You know, what you feed into your population...
is what you get.
What you spend on them, how you nurture them. If you don't nurture them, this is what you get.
He's also an absolute moron. So let's see what Alex is saying and we can discuss the whole contest.
Okay.
Alex Jones screams that globalists want to murder the Midwest.
Ooh.
The Midwest is quite a big chunk of America, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just walk all over Austin and see UT students with Mao Zedong shirts on, and they're not joking around like wearing an old Russian shirt or something. You know, it says CCP or whatever. And they're into it, and they love it, and they got tattoos of it, and they got smartphones, and $100, $200 skinny jeans, and they're getting in nice cars their parents are paid for. And you go, this doesn't ideologically make any sense. Yeah, it does. They want power, and they want to direct everybody, and they want to kill the Midwest. They don't want to just... reorganize things. They want a giant bloodletting. It's their religion. They hate flyover country. They hate bitter clingers. Hillary hates you. They all hate you. It's in the WikiLeaks. If you're black, if you're white, if you're Hispanic, if you're Asian, if you're a Christian, if you're a conservative, if you are self-sufficient, if you are not a Satanist, if you are not mentally ill, they want to put you in a forced labor camp and watch you starve to death because it makes them feel powerful. They want to rape your wife. They want, just like in East Germany, if you want to be in the theater or be involved, you've got to have sex with the party officials. They want to be able to kill and rape whoever they want. They want authoritarianism to carry out criminal operations and the raping of your children. Their religion is pedophilia and torturing people to death and starving you to death and murdering you. It's why their God helped round up Nazis when he was 14, 15, 16 for his stepfather and helped round up thousands and told 60 Minutes it was the best time of his life and he would do it over again and he's not ashamed. If somebody else didn't do it, he would have done it. And by the way, I've said this and I love everybody. But when you put together two different compilations of that video from that transmission that I've aired before, that they try to take down, we didn't put it out with the parts where he said it was the best time of his life. So I want another version of that that I'm going to air today. It doesn't matter what happens, it's going to air. In fact, I'll just air the whole thing. In fact, just get me the entire 60 minutes. That's what I'll do. I'll air the whole 12-minute segment. I will not be stopped! Because I get on my knees and beg for something particularly. I don't get it! But I'm not Tacoma, got that? I'm not in one. I'm going to stop that Nazi piece of crap. And you're going to stop him. And he hates our guts. Well, we're coming for you. You got it? But that's who they worship. Understand? He's their God because he's a killer. They love it. They think it's sharp. They think it's sexy. I've read about they worship Zbigniew Brzezinski because he manipulated the Khmer Rouge into killing millions. And they just think the more people you've killed, the more power you've got. I'm going to go to rebroadcast and go get that clip myself. That's the answer. Just got to take action. What it's all about. Get out of the coma. Now, that's it.
He went on so many tangents there, I don't even know where to start. He's winning for me.
Yeah.
Dave's a fucking lunatic, but my God, he's fucking cream, that.
Started with the Midwest. Went to starving death camps, paedophile, raping your wife, your children being raped and starved to death.
Then I thought,
gives them power!
Well, then I thought, but I'll be okay, because if anything, I'm a Satanist. So, I'm the one in death camp. So I was kind of like,
You might be okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You and Alex supping whiskey on the veranda.
No, because Alex is in death camp with you lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm with you. Alex fucking creamed that this week. He took that. I was going to go with second guy at first for just being absolute idiocy. Why can't science put money into proving there's a God? I mean, you can't deal with someone on that stupid level.
No,
he said that with a straight face in all sincerity. He sat there and thought that's the deepest thing he can think of. I can't comment on that. I thought he had it. But Alex went on an epic. That was an all-time one of Alex's good performances. Sorry, mate.
What about the guy with that's comparing them to Hitler Youth?
Oh no, he's
just a right-wing
bellend.
I don't think he was too insane. He's just
he's an NRA show.
Yeah.
He's being paid by the NRA to say that.
I'm with Alex this week, boys.
I'm with Alex, definitely. I mean, that was so insane. I can't even focus on separate parts. He just jumped from scenario to situation to scenario to situation so quickly.
He did
and so randomly and aggressively. And his shirt collar popped up at one point, and he folded it back to so he was aware of what he was doing.
And he started messing with the paper.
He loves everybody.
But Alex loves everybody.
Now, that being said. I've got Alex this week. So
that was almost Columbo-esque. Just one more thing. I love everybody.
No, you don't.
No, you don't know.
No, you
Alex, you don't love everybody.
You loathe us all.
White people are okay.
Well, some of them.
Oh man, I just noticed. Don't you take Don't you take the ring pull tabs off the plastic can holders off your cans when you did the last one?
Well, you're outing me live on the internet.
I know, but
I usually leave it to my missus to rip the holes in it.
No, you leave it on the can while you're drinking from it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What?
I can't do that.
Why not?
Oh, as soon as I've done the last can, that thing's off.
It's okay.
It's in the bin. It's gone. It's ripped up and in the bin.
I get told off for not ripping holes in the can holder thing.
No, you should do.
I guess that's why I just leave it on and throw it in the bin all in one.
But I can't drink my can.
Mike's bin tonight. So
I couldn't drink
recycle.
I couldn't drink my can with that on it. No, that's like
it's fine. Just
an affront to the gods of beer.
Well, that's probably one of the weirdest tangents we've ever been on. Do you want to wrap it up?
I've been quite high for a couple of weekends.
So wrap this bad boy up.
So we're all going for Alex, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mike?
Yeah.
All
Alex
good?
wins,
right,
yeah.
Alex wins that. So I'm going to say thanks for listening. I've been Ben. Please do rate us on, review us on our Facebook page and like that. Follow us on Twitter if you want to. We're on iTunes, we're on SoundCloud, YouTube, all the big ones.
Yeah.
Podbean.
Yeah, Podbean. Stitcher.
Like the Facebook page.
Spotify, Acast.
Cutting the bun, the post-truth apocalypse. Leave us a nice review, or or message us and say how we can improve, or give us a future episode suggestion. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been Ben, and I will say don't drink the Flavour Aid and don't join a cult.
I've been Gaz, and I will say free Biff Tannen. Good night.
I've been Mike. Thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
Woo! Splendid.